Tell me if this sounds familiar. Your dearest friend calls you, near tears. They've made a mistake at work, or they snapped at their kids, or they just feel entirely overwhelmed by life. What do? You would likely drop everything. You wrap them in warm words. You say, "Oh, my dear, you're human. It happens. You are doing your best, and you are still wonderful." But what happens when you make that exact same mistake? When you are the one who drops the ball? Does that same warm, forgiving voice show up? Or does another voice step in, one that is sharp, unforgiving, and cruel? For a very long time, I was my own worst critic. I actually thought that being hard on myself was the only way to keep myself in line, the only way to grow. I remember standing in my garden years ago, looking at a beautiful old rose bush. I had been rushing, not paying attention, and I accidentally over-pruned it. I effectively ruined its blooms for the entire season. I stood there in the garden, just tearing myself to shreds in my mind, calling myself foolish, clumsy, incapable. Then my neighbor's daughter saw what happened. She came up to me with compassion. She said, "Oh, Clara, don't fret. The roots are still good. It just needs time." Suddenly, clarity arrived. Why was it so effortless for a passing neighbor to offer me compassion when I was standing there refusing to give it to myself? I realized right then that my heart was an open, welcoming door for everyone else. But I had it locked from the inside when it came to me. It takes practice to unlearn a lifetime of not showing yourself compassion. You can't just flip a switch, but you can start today. Here are 3 simple tools that I learned to do and what I hope you will practice. First, just notice the voice. When the inner critic starts yelling, you don't have to fight it. Just take a breath and say, there's that harsh voice again. Just observing it removes half its power. Second, use the friend test. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'm such a failure," or "I always mess this up," pause and ask yourself, would I look my best friend in the eyes and say these exact words to them? If the answer is no, and it almost always is, you are not allowed to say it to yourself. And finally, practice gentle course correction. You don't have to leap straight to toxic positivity. You don't have to look in the mirror and say, "I am perfect." Just aim for kindness. Place a hand on your chest, take a breath, and say, "I made a mistake, and that is okay. And it is something that I will learn from." We spend our entire lives living inside our own minds. It is time to make it a compassionate, comfortable, and safe place to be. You should not have to earn your own compassion. It isn't a prize you only get when you are perfect. Compassion is the very soil from which your growth happens. You cannot punish yourself into becoming a better person, but you can love yourself into one. The most important thing is to be as good to yourself as you are to the people you love, because you deserve the love from a friend like you.